to all the dear students. This is chapter number 11, Coordinate Geometry, part 4. In this part, I have explained you that what is slope and what is the 2-point slope formula and how to use it to get the slope, and some questions of exercise 11. Chapter 11, Coordinate Geometry. Dear students, today we are going to learn very interesting topic, that is slope or gradient of a straight line. So this topic is very important for coordinate geometry this year and also for the next years. So please learn it carefully. Here I have drawn some figures, you can see. So we are learning about slope. So students, in day-to-day life, you might have heard that this road is very steep, or the climbing to because it is very hard to climb, then we say this that is slopey road. So here you can see this is the slope here on the line x and y axis. These are the x and y axis and this is the origin here. So this way you can say, see that we are going to learn now slope, or the other name for it is a gradient of a straight line. Okay, so here this, what is the slope actually in mathematics? It is the angle forming with the x-axis on the positive side in anti-clockwise direction. That is the angle here which is inclined to x-axis on the positive side of it in anti-clockwise direction. So we say the tangent of this angle is called a slope and it is denoted as m. So whenever we talk about slope, the denotation for it is m. And always, again I am repeating, what is slope? The slope is the angle made with the positive side of the x in anti-clockwise direction. That is and tangent of it is called slope and that is denoted by m. So this is the thing you have to remember, that tan theta is equal to m. Now students, there are different cases while this angle is formed here. See, in this case, this angle is acute angle. By seeing only you can see this is acute angle. But now see the second figure. In this, the line is drawn like this. This is x-axis, this is y-axis and this is origin. So in this case, this is the positive side. Actually, you might have some doubts that there are different angles formed here. So which is the angle actually? See, in the case number 4, I tell you total there are many angles formed. Like here is one angle, this is second, this is fourth, and 5, 6, 7, 8. So total there are 8 angles. But with x-axis there are 4 angles. But you might have difficulty in getting that which angle with x we have to consider the slope. So no problem students. Again, with the x-axis, the positive side means this side. On the number line you have studied, on this side of right of the origin or 0, that will be positive side, and in anti-clockwise direction. So this is the angle, anti-clockwise direction. Always you have to check with x-axis, and that angle is the forming slope with this line. You can see this is the line and this is the slope here, and so this theta is forming here angle. So now we have learned that 2 cases. This is acute angle. Here it makes obtuse angle, that is more than 90 degree. By the angle only you can understand it is more than 90 degree. So one more thing you have to remember, that whenever it is acute angle, the slope is always positive. Okay, and whenever it is obtuse angle, the slope is always negative. That I will explain you by taking one example, that how it become negative. That also very interesting. Now we take the third case. This is the third case you see in the figure. In this figure, the slope is made here. On left hand side I have drawn this way. So this is our x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is the origin. Now here, if I extend this line so that it will be more clear to you. Okay, so now which angle is with the x-axis on the positive side? So this is the positive side and this is the angle, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so that is known as slope. Now here I explained you that this way angles are formed actually with the line on the x-axis, but now you understand with the positive side and in anti-clockwise direction only we will take. Here this is x, y and o. So this is the angle theta here, which is anti-clockwise direction with the x-axis. And what is the definition of it? It makes tan theta, tangent of theta. So you might have that problem in understanding that why it is tangent of theta. So I am explaining one more thing here, students. See, so in these four cases you have understood that here it can be obtuse, here it can be obtuse, here it is acute, and here it is acute. So now let us understand why we are taking tan theta only, not sine, not cos, but only tan theta. So now students, you have to understand this is the line here. You can see this in first case, this is the line. Okay, and this is the angle formed. So this angle is formed with our hypotenuse. Actually this is 90 degree, you see. So this is the hypotenuse, but this angle is dependent on what? Is it on hypotenuse? No, it is depending on x and y, means this much distance and this much distance. Okay, if these are not there, then how this hypotenuse will lie? It means how this slope will form without these two lines. So you can say that tangent means opposite upon, this is adjacent. So opposite and this is adjacent side. So accordingly this theta, tan theta, that is the slope forming for this x, actually this is y intercept and this is x intercept. That intercept concept we have already learned in 9th standard. But again, that distance from the origin on the y-axis cut by the any line is called y-intercept, and distance from the origin on the x-axis cut by any line is called the x-intercept. So we can say here opposite upon adjacent, but this is what? This is m, which is our slope here. So now it is clear that why only it is 10, because this is theta is depending on opposite and adjacent side, not on the hypotenuse. Without this opposite and adjacent side, this hypotenuse will not lie anywhere. Okay. Now let us understand, students, fifth case. In fifth case I have drawn, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is origin. This is the line I have drawn which is parallel to y-axis. So here which angle it formed with x-axis? It formed 90 degree with x-axis. So this is theta is equal to 90 degree here. So what is the slope when the line is parallel to y-axis? The slope, that is tan 90. Okay, tan theta. Theta is 90. So tan 90, which is not defined. So when it makes a line parallel to y-axis which makes an angle of 90 degree with x-axis, so that slope is not defined. And the sixth case you can see here in this figure, this is x-axis, this is y-axis, this is origin, and a line is drawn This is parallel to x-axis in the sixth case. So here students, it will not make any angle with x-axis. So if the line does not make any angle with x-axis, it means it make theta is equal to 0. Angle is 0 degree and tangent of 0 means it will not be happen that any slope will not be found in this case when the line is drawn parallel to x-axis. So here we have learned total 6 cases in which different cases we have learned that sometimes it is obtuse angle, sometimes 90 degrees, sometimes 0 angle and sometimes acute angle. Now students, as I told you, I will explain you with an example that how this obtuse angle comes, then the slope will be negative. So here theta is acute angle, let it be 45 degree. In this case, you can see that is acute angle. Acute you can choose any angle. I have chosen 45 degree. So tan theta means tan 45 degree. That will be 1. Tan 45 value is 1. But if this is angle 135 degree, you can see it is forming obtuse angle. So let it be theta 135. So tan theta is equal to tan 135. Now students, this tan 135 we can write as 90 plus 45 degree. Why? Because 135 directly it will not possible. So we write 90 plus 45. So it may cot 45 degree, which will be minus always, because it is written that when it is in the obtuse angle, minus and cot 45 is also 1. So the value of tan 135 degree is minus 1. So in this way you can see answer of this is 1 and this is minus 1, because it cut the same intercepts on x-axis and y-axis. Only the difference is that this is obtuse and this is acute angle. So students understood now that in both the cases you get in whenever acute angle the answer will be positive and whenever obtuse angle the answer will be negative always. Now we are going to learn about slope of a line joining 2 points. Now students, once you have understood that whenever this line makes angle here theta with x-axis, then we say tangent of this angle is called a slope. But if on that line we have 2 points, suppose point A and B, so the coordinates are also given of these 2 points, then how do we find the slope of this line? Using these 2 points, and suppose we are not given sometimes theta, so how do we find the slope? For that we are going to derive one formula. So let us take here perpendicular from A on x-axis and from B on x-axis. These are the perpendicular drawn and this line I am joining here. So this is parallel to x-axis only. Now here this is theta, so this is also theta. How? These are parallel lines, no? This one and this one. You can extend this line like this. So you can understand these are parallel lines. Also, now how much? This is x2, so here will be x2. This is x1, so this is x1. You understand, no? We have already studied in our previous part that this is point A, x1, y1. So on the x-axis it cut distance x1 and this much is B, x2 is the coordinate, x coordinate. So it cuts x2 distance on the x-axis. Similarly, here it is y1. So this is y1 here and this is here actually y2 here. So you see how much is this distance? This whole is x2 and this whole is x1. So now if I want this much distance, then it will be x2 minus x1. So now you can say here, suppose I get some name m. Okay, so am value will be x2 minus x1. And similarly, if I want bm value, so you see students, this whole distance is y2 from origin and this distance is y1. So if I want BM only, then it will be whole y2 minus y1. It means this is y2 minus y1. So this way I get AM and BM value. Why I want to find this value? Because I want tan theta. This is the angle theta, you can see here. What is our tan theta? That is opposite BM upon AM here. So now M, that is our slope. Slope means we can denote it as M. So BM side is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So this way we have derived, this is our 2 point, or when 2 points are given, what is the slope of the line? y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. So this way students, you can find your slope using 2 point whenever given to you in the question. So now let us take one example. Let A be the point whose coordinates are 2, 3 and B whose coordinates are 5 and 4. Suppose any you can choose. I am giving any random example. Now M, this is x1, y1 and this is x2, y2. As every time we are taking our coordinates. So what is y2? This is your y2. 4 minus 3 and x2 is 5 minus 2. It means 4 minus 3, 1 by 3. This is your slope here. Okay. So this way students, you can find any line slope whenever you are given 2 points coordinates. So this is very important. Today we have learned two things. One is what is the slope, the definition of slope. The second is what the formula or when the angle formed theta, how the angle formed in different cases when the line is drawn, and the third is line joining 2 points when slope we want to find out. So now using all our slope concept and formulas, let us start our exercise 11b, and the first question is find the slope if a line whose inclination in the positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction is given to us. So here we are given different angles. Let us take only 2 or 3 questions. I am starting with C number. Theta is given 60 degree here. So when theta is given, we can use our tan theta formula, or you can say the definition which makes angle theta with anti-clockwise on the x-axis. So this way I have taken tan theta here. Tan theta value is 60 degree. And what is our tan 60 degree? That is under root 3. So here we have our answer. What is the slope? Then taking another one, that is question number E, that is 75. Here theta is given 75 degree. So what is tan theta? So tan theta, or you can say M, the slope is equal to tan 75 degree. So what is the value of tan 75 degree? From where do you get? So students, on the back of your textbook you are given natural tangent table. You have to go to the table and you have to see 75 degree value. So here it is 3.73205. So you can write 3.7320. So 21 I can write up to 4 digit if we write. So this is our final answer of question number. First, I have solved 2 questions C and E. So others also you can solve the same way. This is very simple. Find the slope type of question. Now exercise 11b, question number 2. Find the slope and inclination of the line through each pair of the following. So here we have to find first slope and what the angle it forms. Inclination means what the angle it forms with x-axis. So I am taking here question number B. These are the order pairs given to us. 2 order pairs, x1, y1, x2, y2. So I am using my formula, that is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. We have just studied that when 2 points are given, you have to use this one. Now y2 is 3 minus 0 upon x2 is root 3 minus 0. So this is 3 by root 3, and by cancellation we can write this is only root 3. So this is what we get our tan theta value. Tan theta means slope m is equal to what I get here, under root 3. Now I want to find value of theta. So now you know students, in tangent table when theta will be root 3, that will be when tan 60 degree, we have value is root 3. So by comparison of these values, you can say theta is 60 degree. So the final answer here is theta is equal to 60 degree. This is our answer. They asked to get first slope. So slope we have found root 3. And next, the inclination or the angle formed with x-axis, that is 60 degree. So we got both the answers. Now students, same way you can find your first answer. Exercise 11b, question number 3. Here the question is, the side BC of triangle, an equilateral triangle ABC is parallel to x-axis. It means you are given in the question like this, a triangle ABC, which is an equilateral triangle and it is parallel to x-axis. What are the slopes of its sides? Means if this is triangle ABC, we want to find the slopes of AB, BC and AC, three sides. Okay, now let us recall our definition of slopes. What is the definition? That it makes inclination with positive side of x-axis. It is called, in anti-clockwise direction is called slope. So here students, let us this side I extend here, this side I extend here. So I have extended side AB and side AC. Okay, so here this is the angle here made with x-axis, and this is the angle made with the x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Now students, this is an equilateral triangle given. It means all angles are equal and of 60 degree. All angles. Okay. So all of them are 60 degree I have written. Now, so according to our angle, you see this BC is parallel to x-axis. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. And it is given that this triangle is parallel to x-axis. So this angle will also be of 60 degree. Okay, by parallel lines, and they are forming corresponding angles like that. So first, that slope of side AB. First I write slope of side AB, because AB extended and it makes 60 degree angle with x-axis. So tan 60 degree, that angle tan 60 degree, what is the value? Root 3. So first slope we found is root 3. Now one more thing students, here this AC side is extended and this is the angle. This is obtuse angle, you see, and these are forming, you see this and this. They are not equal angles. If these and these are equal, they are forming corresponding angles. So this is 60 and they are the linear pairs. So how about this angle? It will be of 120 degree, as this is 60 degree. These and these are equal and linear pair, so it is 120 degree. So now I am writing slope of side AC, that is tan 120 degree according to angle given. But tan 120 degree, that is obtuse angle, so we can write tan 90 plus 30. Always in relation with 90 we can write this angle which is minus cot 30. Actually the value of 90 plus 30 is cot 30, but minus, because this is obtuse and in an anti-clockwise direction, so minus cot 30, and value of minus cot 30 minus root 3. So here we get second side slope AC minus root 3. Now let us take third side. See, BC side is parallel to x-axis. It means it does not form any angle with x-axis. If it does not form any angle, means the angle is 0. So BC is parallel to x-axis. Therefore theta is 0. I write here theta 0. So it will not form any slope. So students, you understand here that slope m is equal to 0 here. We found here three sides, that is side AB, BC and AC. Three of the side slope root 3, minus root 3 and 0. So because of our understanding and using this figure, we can write the slopes. Question number 4, exercise 11b. So here in question number 4, in a regular hexagon ABCDEF. So you can see in the figure, this is the regular hexagon and its name is ABCDEF. AB parallel to ED parallel to x-axis means here AB, ED and they are parallel to x-axis. What are the slopes of its sides? Means we want to find the slope of all the sides AB, BC, CD means 6 sides. Okay, now it is regular hexagon means its all sides are equal. Now we write, first of all you see AB and ED are parallel to x-axis means it does not form any angle with x-axis. So I write AB parallel to ED parallel to x-axis means theta is equal to 0. So it will form angle 0 means the slope of AD and ED is equal to 0. So first of all we have written two sides slope is 0. Now you have to think accordingly, students. Here you see we can form this way a line. So this is 60-degree angle and here if I extend this like this and this like this, so what happened that this angle here it will form obtuse angle and this will form acute angle. So like this, here we have to write, these are sides CD and EF I have extended. So I write slope, how much angle it forms, students, as this is 60-degree here. So this is also here it will be 60. So this will be 120. I write here this will be 60. So it will be 120 and this angle will be 60-degree. So likewise I write side CD, slope of CD is equal to minus tan 60 or you can say tan 30. So how that I am writing, first tan 120 degree. So tan 120 is tan 90 plus 30 and tan 90 plus 30 is minus tan cot 30. Cot 30 is root 3. So minus root 3, that is of side CD. Then we write of EF. EF also it will be, this is of EF I have written, not of CD. So I am changing this. This is of EF because EF makes 120. So this is side EF. Okay. Then next is slope of CD. So slope of CD is equal to tan 60 degree, and that is root 3. Okay, so tan CD slope we have written, and EF we have written. So similarly students, if BC, in the figure you can see BC side and now AF sides are remaining. So BC and EF are parallel and AF and CD are parallel. In the figure you can see that BC parallel to EF and AF parallel to CD, means the slopes are equal. So directly I can write here slope of BC equals same as EF minus root 3, and slope of, that is AF, is same as CD, that is root 3. So we have written here all 6 side slopes to this, then EF and CD, and BC and AF. So students, likewise we have solved question number 4 here.